Peace, family. Welcome back to the Table of Kings podcast. How many of you guys are familiar with Mike Rashid or Myron Gaines? So, Myron Gaines is from Fresh and Fit podcast. I'm assuming majority of you guys know who that is. And if you don't know who Mike Rashid is a like a gym fanatic. He owns his own supplement company. It's called the Ambrosia Collective. I've purchased stuff from there before, which is their product is pretty good. But I've also seen Mike Rashid on Myron's Fresh and Fit podcast quite a few times. And I was scrolling through YouTube the other day and I noticed that uh, there was a feud going on between the two. Now Myron made claims, Mike Rashid made claims, but I want y'all to see exactly what Myron had to say about Mike Rashid. Take a look.
Because I was going to dead it there. I wasn't going to go public about this. I was just going to leave it alone. I wasn't going to say shit. And this is why I didn't want to have to address this shit, bro. Now I got to pull out the receipts and make him look crazy. Lost an enormous amount of respect for this guy. Dude came and did like 3 or 4 podcasts with us and literally got angry over an Instagram reel that has nothing to do with him. Do you guys not see the lunacy here? So this all started off of this fucking clip right here, right? So I make this clip. This is me.
Activeness.
All the way at the bottom. Now, are all black girls ugly? Of course not. There's some hot ones, but it's a minority. And let's be honest here. The average black woman is 187 pounds, loud, obnoxious, rude, fake hair. They've done studies on like a customer service, and black women rank the lowest for getting a customer service representative that's black, and then also waiting on a table of black women.
Yeah.
So servers say they hate serving black women the most, and then people that call customer service say they hate dealing with black women the most. So I was like, bro, what the is going on here, man? And then on top of that, black women don't have a general respect for masculinity because a lot of them grow up in fatherless households. They grow up being told, your daddy ain't, your ain't. Then you listen to the music, ain't, and it's this like continuous and very pernicious cycle of just constant on men. So by the time she comes to you, she doesn't really have an appreciation and respect for masculinity and most importantly, your authority. So she doesn't feel as though she needs to submit to you and follow you. So these are just some of the issues that plague the black community. Again, I want to be clear about this. Is this all black women? No, but we can't sit here and lie and say that it's not something that permeates throughout the culture and isn't endorsed, supported, and most importantly, encouraged.
Where do you rank black women in terms of attractiveness?
All the way. So this clip, right, where I criticize.
Now, does Myron make a very good point about what he just showed here in that video that he just played? He absolutely does. I don't understand why we think as black people that I don't understand why we get so offended when we hear the truth about ourselves. And majority of what he's saying is true. And I'm assuming that what Mike Rashid had an issue with was the fact that he was specifically talking about black women. And these statistics and these things that he mentioned are very true. I can't tell you how many times I've called a customer representative over the phone and you hear a black name and then you can sense the attitude and the distastefulness for whatever the reason is that there's this person is going through something is now affecting them at work. And you don't often get this from other ethnicities. And not to say that this doesn't happen in other ethnicities, but majority of the time is from the black community, right? So, I mean, I don't really understand what he said that was wrong. I feel like black people have they have a thing about being told the truth about themselves. And if it is what it is what it is. The solution is to fix the problem, but not having a conversation is like allowing it or, giving excuses for it to be what it is. And having a conversation about these things is what sheds light on what needs to change. But I don't think Mike Rashid was too happy about the fact that, I think he felt like he was targeting black women specifically. But Myron talks about any type of woman, wherever you're from. If you've watched Fresh and Fit and you see the type of women they have on their podcast and the type of conversation Myron has had over the years, he doesn't just talk about black women. He talks about women in general.
Black women in America, right? He sends that message to Sean Kelly, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I literally thought that he got hacked, chat. I was like, yo, that's not him. There's no way. Because Kelly sends me this shit like, bro, what is this? Isn't this your friend? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's cool. I get along with him. He's been on the show several times. And he sends me this message, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nah, that's not Mike's character. No way. I messaged Brandon. I literally had Brandon Carter. I was like, bro, is Mike okay? Like, did his account get hacked? He was like, nah, I haven't spoke to him, right? So let me show y'all this. So he DMs me. Right? And he goes, I've never met a person like you. I've heard about people like you, but I've really never knew someone like you. I know you don't give a fuck, but I'm very disappointed in you. I thought you were a solid dude, but you want to be white so bad. I turn a blind eye to some of the activities, but you're relentless. There's nothing you wouldn't do or say for attention. Welp, you got it now, buddy. Attention. I'll see you around, buddy.
So, stating the fact and stating what has been, what majority of people have been, the experience that people have had with black women, stating the fact is wanting to be white. I don't understand what Mike is saying by that. Now, obviously, this is Mike Rashid's page. I follow him on Instagram, and that is his picture. That is his name. That's exactly how his Instagram bio is set up. So, to see Mike Rashid react in this way is it's shocking to me because Mike Rashid is normally not that type of person. You don't get that from him. His character is very different. But this is unlike Mike Rashid at all.
And I go, this is how shocked I am. I'm like, no way this is Mike. Did your account get hacked? Right? Because I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't Mike. Like, this is very, like, emotional behavior. And he goes, no, I'm not hacked. How dare you have your little monkey message my phone? I'm about to see that he has a really bad day. I was like, what? Who's he talking about? Right? Like, what is this guy talking about? And then I said, what the fuck? Yeah, there's no way this is Mike. Again, guys, I'm in shock. I was like, this is not Mike Rashid, bro. Like, the Mike Rashid I know is very stoic. Like, he doesn't go to the internet for shit. It's like, if he has a problem, he just texts me. Like, me and him have talked before, like, plenty of times. So in my head, I'm like, nah, this is hacked. Then he goes, okay. Then he goes, oh, you reported me. I'm like, what? Reported you for what? I don't report nobody. You could have called me with your grievance. So he goes, oh, you reported me, right? So at this point, I'm like putting it together. I'm like, wow, this really might be him. So I go, nobody reported you. You could have called me with your grievances instead of going to the internet. I've been critical of black women since 2022, which is true. Y'all niggas notice he's been on the show like 3 times. He's been on the show like 3 or 4 times, bro. I've been critical of them for a long ass time. Not sure why you're choosing to say something about this 3 years later. Guys, remember the Asian doll shit that happened in 2022 where I went viral and they all claimed that I was a racist? Remember that? So I go, I messaged you direct. I don't have your number. And this was from something I saw the day I messaged you, which is the Instagram reel I just showed you guys. I'm not sure where this 3-year thing you're talking about. In regards to what I said on the internet, it wasn't even much. I don't do videos about people. Yes, you did, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. I said, message me where? You have my direct number. There it is. I've been critical of black women and every race of people since 2021, and we're viral for this back in 2022. Not sure why you're bringing this up now. We have mutual friends. You didn't have to go to the internet. Completely out of left field. So much so that I thought you were hacked. Right? And I showed that. Yo, nigga, I have your number. Like, you could have hit me. And look, I showed that I texted him, but it went green. I guess he changed his number. That's an old phone number. If you want to have an honest conversation, I'll give you that. Yeah, but you have my contact info is what I'm trying to say. There wasn't need to go to the internet and make this public when you know me and have my info. Right? Then he goes, no, I don't. I had it. I lost that phone and canceled the number. I messaged you direct on here. There was a time when I did have your number. You ignored me. I never ignored him. It's not true. Look, literally, he said, appreciate it, bro. I'll be doing Evaluatainment at 5, blah, blah, blah. That's the last time we spoke. I think when we did that Evaluatainment event, there was a time when I messaged you 3 times, no response, whatever. I really don't care. That's not true. See, I got to do the Kevin Samuels and fucking, yeah, that's not true. I messaged him back. I like the message. I hope you don't think I'm afraid to confront you. I don't have your number like you don't have my number. I messaged you right here.
See, that's the problem that's a problem I have with most men, especially men like Mike Rashid, because I have high respects, or I had high respects for Mike Rashid. Like, I respected the man so much based on where he came from, what he had to go through to get to where he is today. And people like Mike, that response right there, a lot of these guys feel like they can't be touched, or that they're, because of their background, of where they come from, a harsh background, and they've had to face harsh realities that no one else can stand up to them. Like there was no need to mention that Myron what that Myron that Myron don't to for Myron not to think that Mike is afraid to step up to him. Like in my opinion, no man should be scared of another man. And those to me are confrontational words. Like there was no need to even say that. And from my observation watching this video with you guys, I don't see anywhere where Myron was being confrontational with Mike. But I've seen this from Mike before, and it is a good thing for men to have that figure where they want to show off their masculinity, but there's a certain way that you do that. People like this, like people like Mike Rashid, the way he just responded, always want to feel like they're the top dog, like they can't be touched, and that's not true at all. I don't care how big you are or where you come from, you can be touched.
On your DM, that's direct. I'm not jumping through hoops to get in touch with you. It ain't even that serious to me. I'll see you around. I'm always in Miami. Like, and I didn't even respond. I was like, wow, like, what the fuck is this, right? Like, because he said, oh, I missed you 3 times, no response. That's not true. Last time we spoke on that phone, I literally liked it. And then I messaged him again saying, bro, is this you? Like, what's going on here? I go, hey, bro, it's Myron. It's you good? I got a DM from your account that seems very unlike you. That's what the green message says, by the way. And y'all can see it right there.
Yeah, very, very unlike Mike at all. Mike does not. This is not the Mike Rashid I know.
I can't even scroll up no more. That's it. So I'm like baffled, right? Then I see this clip.
Research, like what?
So he goes on the Bradley Martin Raw Talk podcast. Because I was going to dead it there. I wasn't going to go public about this. I was just going to leave it alone. I wasn't going to say shit. I was just going to whatever, right? But then he goes on the Bradley Martin podcast. Remember, y'all saw the messages. He said, I don't need to make videos about you. What's this?
I had to check somebody the other day over that. The dude Myron was Fresh and Fit.
What happened?
I just seen a post. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, what was the post?
Talking about
intentionally disrespecting black women for no reason.
And there goes another guy. For those of you who don't know, that's sitting to the right side of the left side of Mike Rashid. I'm sorry, the right side of Mike Rashid. That's 19 keys. 19 keys. Like these guys always feel like I don't get it, man. Like it's one thing to hold people accountable, but to feel like you're holier than thou is crazy to me. Like, do black women act like this? This is absolutely true. Just like other races of people act a certain way. And he was being critical of black women, just like he is critical of many other races. But these two feel some type of way about it, I guess because they're black as well. They feel like they got to stand up for the whole black community. This is no different than the hood when everybody talks about, well, I'm not a snitch. Snitches get stitches and things of that sort. Well, the reason the hood is the way the hood is because no one is willing to talk. If you're unwilling to talk or give up the very people that plague your neighborhood and cause destruction and killing people in your neighborhood, causing the price of inflation to go up in your neighborhood and things of that sort, you are accepting things for the way that they are. Not speaking up is accepting the fact that it is what it is in your neighborhood. It's no different than this. If the facts that Myron gave about the black women is true, let it be true. It is true. But just because you're black doesn't mean you should feel some type of way about it. It is, the facts are the facts. Like for me to see 19 Keys and Mike Rashid, two people that I admire very much and looked up to have an issue about something like what Myron just said, getting all into their feelings and feel like they have to defend everybody. It's crazy to me. Like, you don't defend the bad behaviors of your own people. You shed light on it and show the fact that these are the changes that we need to make. Not to go on the internet and blast somebody else for making those claims when you could have called that person and had that conversation one-on-one.
Women are the lowest on the totem pole of attractiveness to him. I mean, black women wouldn't even look at you, but whatever.
Although I really do not care about who people marry, rather you marry within your race or outside of your race. Y'all have heard me mention this on this podcast before, that I think race is just a divide and conquer tactics used by the higher ups. But just speaking on this alone, Mike Rashid had children with a non-black woman. But you're up here sticking for black women. You should have had children by black women, but you don't.
But also, this fool had like he did research on the weirdest statistics that are hardest to deal with in customer service. And why would you?
But why is that a weird study? Mike Rashid is the type of person that comes across that he reads a lot. He's very informative, and he likes facts and numbers. So just because you dislike that Myron did research on this doesn't mean that it's wrong, or that it doesn't mean that it's false either.
You even research like what? Who conducted that study? For one, it's bullshit.
This is the thing that every person uses when they have a distaste for something. They start to question who did the study. Myron can question who did the studies on things that Mike himself have talked about. It's no different than religion. People do that. People do the same thing with religion all the time. When when people do studies on religion to find to try to see where the story is authentic, and when they get challenged, when their beliefs get challenged and they can't answer the question, those are the common questions they ask. Well, who did the study? That's what that sounds like with Mike.
So right here, right? So one of the guys actually responded, "Hey, Myron, I checked the stats you were doubting. It's proven. The full study, Moving Beyond Perceptions, Examining Service Disparities Among Consumers, was published in a journal of the Association for Consumer Research. You're still ignoring average 187 pounds, lowest marriage rates, fatherless households, degenerate niggas ain't shit culture, music, Cardi B, etc. This isn't being hateful. Facts are facts."
And that's facts. Whoever made that comment under Mike Rashid's post is facts. Our music is trash. Our music does not promote the right things. Our music promotes destruction. It promotes drug usage and things of that sort and things of that nature. Our music is trash. A lot of things in our community is trash. We have women artists who are promoting sex, who are promoting things that are not good for our community. But Mike just seems to either he has an issue with Myron, or
only way
he
to
just
change culture is
being
to be
very
fully
emotional, which is
transparent and
very
honest
unlike Mike
with
Rashid.
ourselves to be able to make change. Or you can keep perpetuating the same problem stereotypes. Thank you. Someone in the comment section had to fucking put this there on my behalf, saying, "Bro, nigga, he's not lying. Everything he said is true, and you guys saw it." I said black women are 187 pounds. They rank low when it comes to customer service. This is all factual shit. What's his response to my facts? "Oh, who researches that? That's weird." Like, bro, the truth is the truth, man. Like, when did you become so sensitive? Like, this is not the Mike Rashid that I know, bro. Enormous amount of respect lost for this guy, right?
So I checked. I said, bro, you are a very interesting person. I've never met a person like you. I didn't think people like you existed, being black and hating himself so much.
Bro, you've been on the show twice, and I've always had these views since 2022. And the other thing, too.
So, according to Mike Rashid, being black, making these statements that are factual statements and being black at the same time means that you hate yourself. So, unless you speak highly of the black community and don't question any of the negative things that we do, it makes you a good black person. But if you do the opposite, you hate yourself as a black person.
Notice how he's not telling you guys about the threatening message he sent Sean Kelly. Like, bro, he literally was threatening me and Sean over a video. Literally threatening us over a video, bro.
Right, because he shits on black people so much. He wears the Ku Klux Klan hood, like, it's just goofy. They're like, bro, they don't...
And I roast everybody. So what? I literally make fun of everybody. The fuck, man? I got demonetized for this shit. Like, bro, this guy is so fucking sensitive. It's crazy, bro.
Like you. A white racist dude will use you, but he don't respect you. And
that's irrelevant. What matters is that I stand for free speech. That's what matters, and I constantly push the fucking envelope to show how important free speech is. If you don't like that, fine. You don't have to agree with it. But this is a very sensitive fucking guy right now, bro. He's literally offended at me saying facts about black women. What about the H-1B visa shit that got me fucking de-verified on X? What about my talks about how them boys control this fucking country? How about that? Notice how he doesn't mention any of that shit. He's only complaining about the black women. Nigga, I talk about everybody. I literally got demonetized for talking about them boys. I lost my verification and subscriptions on Twitter for talking about H-1B visas and Indians and immigration. I been talking about black people for years, about the problems that we have in our community. Like, why are you sensitive on just this one topic and make it look like I only shit on black people? I shit on everybody. And you've known this. I've been doing this shit for a long time. Since 2022. Actually, since 2021. That's when we first went viral for this shit on Twitter. But then it reared its ugly head again when we had Asia Doll on.
And you a beast with no nation. So
what does that mean?
I told him, I DM'd him because I don't have his number. I got a new phone. I said, I'm very disappointed at you. I wasn't disrespectful. And
yes, he was. You threatened us, bro. You literally threatened me and Sean Kelly, bro, over an Instagram clip.
He reported, I did a post when I mentioned it, said nothing disrespectful about him. He reported it.
No, the post he made, I think one of them was like a story where he called me a bitch. And then he made another post saying that I'm like bitch made or some shit like that.
Got my shit taken off.
And then he said that I report him. Bro, I didn't report you. I did not fucking report you. I would never report somebody for talking shit on me. People do it all the fucking time. I don't have time for it. Like, I literally don't have time to report.
See, this is where sometimes when we make assumptions, it could be a very dangerous thing, because sometimes people make assumptions and they assume that the person did something to them when the person actually did not, which sometimes can cause physical battles to take place because of those assumptions. So one day Mike Rashid may run into Myron, they actually may get into a physical altercation because Mike Rashid is assuming one thing and does not know the actual facts behind it. Because anybody like a Myron's fan or a Fresh and Fit fan could have reported him.
Shit about me. If I did that, I would be on the internet all day, bro.
It's never good to make assumptions unless you know. Get to the facts before you make any assumptions.
All day. And like I said before, I was going to ignore this shit. I was going to completely ignore this shit until he went on spreading these lies.
For Instagram, got me blocked from doing lives for 30 days.
No.
It's like, bro.
Shout out to Brad for fucking pushing back. Because Brad knows I would never fucking report somebody, bro.
You the one who talk about people doing this to you.
Yeah. There's no way.
Yes.
You sure his fans didn't just do it?
Whatever.
Because I feel like I know Myron enough.
Yeah, it probably was my supporters because he was getting roasted on Instagram about this shit. I'll find it.
That he is, although people don't agree with him, I know him enough to believe at least what he tells me, what I've seen. And even on off-camera conversations that he's not the one for, well, let's take it away and let's censor it. Had to be his fans.
Maybe, but listen.
Now it's maybe. Now it's maybe. Yeah, bro, I'm not going to fucking waste my time to go after, bro, the days of me going after people talking shit about me, like, those days are fucking done, bro. Like, as far as, like, taking, like, real action to do anything. Let's see here. So, this is the thing, right? I got the most, like, yeah, it goes here. Mad at facts and complain on a podcast. Where was it? I'll find it for you guys. We'll keep playing the clip, though.
I'd be shocked.
I'd be shocked. Maybe he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Right? But it happened
I definitely didn't
after that post. And that post wasn't even crazy, right?
Yeah.
But why is his friends on my shit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay.
It's no different than your fans, Mike Rashid. If you got fans on your page and someone says something about you, most of the time, most of your fans will go and defend you on that person's page as well. That's just the way it works. You put that out on the internet, he has fans. You got to expect that.
Show y'all. Like, look, bro, it's literally dudes just making fun of him. If you look at the comments, it's literally niggas just making fun of him. Why customer service companies not research their customers and determine who are the most difficult customers? I'll bet 1,000 man, this man was raised by a single mom. A black man taking up for black women. Of course, this is a loser over here. Facts don't care about your feelings, right? Why would a customer service? No, I'll bet, let's see here. These comments really show how low men can steep. I've dated a lot of black women, and although there are some overall differences, it comes down to individuals. I say open-heartedly, I've had way more success in my relationship with black women, blah, blah, blah. I feel like nobody understands how research works. Y'all black women, they hate themselves so bad. So it's like, bro, it's like split. But this guy's a tampon. A lot of people are roasting him too. Myron is right. If you look, all the most like shit is people agreeing with me. All the most likes are people like agree on me that he's saying like this nigga sound like a pick me, right? So in the comment section they're making fun of him, right? This isn't my Instagram. This is raw talk shit. And then mine's like, bro, guys getting mad about facts. So I don't report him, bro. Like I got a lot of people that support me that don't like this fuck shit that he's doing, so they might have reported him, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, I guess
So whatever. But anyway, nonetheless, now
See how I just glossed over that? He tries to accuse me of reporting him. Now he's like, oh no, maybe it wasn't him. No, it wasn't, dude. It wasn't.
oh, I don't respect that at all. I found that highly disrespectful. Right?
The removal or the conversation piece?
What he was saying about black women.
Black women.
Right. I found the dude who posted it highly disrespectful, Sean Kelly.
This is ridiculous, man. Yo, we so-called black people, yo, we gotta do better, man. This is crazy. It's highly disrespectful that he said something that was factual, but I don't see Mike Rashid being critical or saying that these things these rappers say or these female rappers talk about. Let's take example, Sexy Red. Recently, she took a picture, an AI, she generated an AI picture of herself with Martin Luther King on his birthday. Martin Luther King looking at her in a provocative way. Why don't I hear more black men that have the views on social media talk about these things or how highly disrespectful these things are? We don't criticize our musicians. We don't criticize our artists for saying and rapping about certain things or making certain type of music videos. Like that's very hypocritical.
Because the caption was stupid. It was like, what?
Once again, just to remind y'all, nigga.
And remember, Mike Rashid is also a so-called rapper. He also has a song on there. I forgot the name of I forgot the exact name of the song where he talks about black women in a certain light. You can go on Spotify and take a look at it, or search his name on Spotify. It'll probably pop up.
This is what he's mad about, bro. This is what he's fucking mad about. All of this is because of this fucking Instagram reel. Are black women attractive? This is what he's offended by. Yeah.
Attractiveness.
All the way at the bottom. Now,
and in reality, black women do this to themselves. Black women say, "Oh, they don't want men to look at them as objects." Black women objectify themselves all the time. OnlyFans, social media, half of their titties is out, half naked. So when you glorify yourself in such a way, how else do you think men is gonna view you or see you?
are all black girls ugly? Of course not. There's some hot ones, but it's.
And again, this is not saying that it's primarily only the black culture. There are other people of races who do the same thing, but we do it at a very high number. If anything, the highest
minority.
number.
And let's be honest, the average black woman's 187 pounds, loud,
Facts.
obnoxious, rude,
True.
fake hair. They've done studies on like a customer service, and black women rank the lowest for getting a customer service representative that's black, and then also waiting on a table of black women.
Facts.
So servers say they hate serving black women the most, and then people that call customers.
You know what? For those of you who want to check this out, I'll put the link in the description for you to check out the entire video. Let's transition into the next story. I'm going to show you guys why this correlates with each other and why Myron Gaines is correct. Remember that picture I was talking about with Sexy Red, where she made the AI video? There it goes right there. She made an AI picture of her and Martin Luther King looking at her in a provocative way on the day of Martin Luther King's birthday.
Who do you think would have tipped better, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King?
Malcolm. He was a street like.
But Martin loved them hoes. You ain't know that?
What's more important?
So we're talking now about Martin loved the hoes. And who would have tipped better? Would have been Martin or Malcolm? This is the, and mind you, these are black women. Who else do you know is saying these things on MLK Day?
The fact that Martin Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
I remember this clip, and this clip still pissed me off until this day. So we're more concerned about things that the CIA made up about Malcolm X, things that were never proven to be true. And even if they were true, we're more concerned about that as opposed to what the man sacrificed for the entire black community or black population. All right, so let me play that for you guys one more time. I want you guys to hear exactly why those statements that Myron made is very true. So let's watch this again.
Who do you think would have tipped better, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King?
Malcolm, he was a street like.
But Martin loved them hoes. You ain't know that?
What's more important, the
Martin
fact
loved
that
them
Martin
hoes.
Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
We've seen a lot of chaos. Some of it constructive.
And those are the things that that makes me say that our culture is trash. So I believe I forgot who it was. What's her name again? The girl that's always on what's that show that she's always on? She's always on Nick Cannon show. Let me play from right here.
Listen to this.
Excuse the ads.
We see that fought for freedom, or the fact
Allegations of him stepping out.
Martin Luther King is the man that we see that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus. I think, ooh.
Yeah, these two right here. I remember this video I think it was 2 years ago, a few years back. So we're more concerned with, they are more concerned with, and the disrespect is crazy, right? So when Myron says that black women are more likely to disrespect and have no authority, or no respect or disrespect the black man, and cannot get along with a black man, cannot follow through with a black man's plan, and that they are less favorable when it comes to hiring for certain positions because they don't communicate well, especially in marketing and things of that sort. So when you hear Myron says all these gives you all these stats and he says all these things, these are the reasons why our culture is the way it is today, why it's not respected as it should. So in this clip right here, they're more concerned with the allegations that were made by the FBI. Excuse my daughter. Allegations that were not proven to be true by the FBI about Martin sleeping with another woman, right? So these allegations were never made to be true. And even if it was, so in this clip, where they're more concerned about Martin possibly sleeping, or Dr. King possibly sleeping with another woman, as opposed to him making the sacrifices he made for us to be where we are today. And this picture with Sexy Red and Martin Luther King was posted on ML King Day. That's when she posted this. And we don't find this disrespectful. We don't think that this is degeneracy, right? I didn't see Mike Rashid talk about this, how disrespectful it was, but he says what Myron said was highly disrespectful. So we are willing to give our own people a free pass when they do things that are destructive to the next generation and to our community as a whole. We give them a pass because why, we're black also. But when another black person or anyone says, give constructive feedback about the degeneracy and the destructiveness of our music and our imagery and our videos and things of that sort, we take up arms and we want to go and fight, and we destroy relationships with others because of that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.